After Friday prayers in Hama, demonstrators tried to defy a security cordon and break through to the main square in the center of the city. Troops opened fire, causing pandemonium. Activists said at least one protester was killed here by gunfire and more than 20 others wounded. Security forces intervened to break up demonstrations in many places, like this one in Kanaka, just south of Damascus, where tear gas was used. But despite the risks, thousands of people turned out in many parts of the country to voice their opposition to the regime. In some places, security forces apparently didn't move in. The overall casualty figures were much lower than many people had feared. But away from the demonstrations, the military are still around with their tanks and heavy weapons in many trouble spots like Homs, the third biggest city. Activists there said there's been a resumption of bombardment, though not on the scale that was killing dozens of people a day before the ceasefire. They also say there's been a wave of arrests. This footage from Hama province shows troops apparently randomly detaining a suspect, beating and kicking him before taking him away. The government says people are only arrested with legal warrants. The soldiers also seem to be shooting at random. Getting them back to barracks with their tanks and heavy weapons is one of Kofi Annan's highest priorities in trying to stabilize the shaky truce. So too is getting international observers into the country. While the UN Security Council ponders a resolution to cover the deployment, the first group is just waiting for the signal to move.
At the moment, we have the advanced team standing by to board planes and to get themselves on the ground as soon as possible.
But Kofi Annan still has a lot to do before it's truly stable. Only then can he get on with the equally daunting task of trying to foster a political agreement on the country's future. Jim York, BBC News, Beirut.